upside sky, toes in the air, not asking why. Coffee ring on wooden grain, light moves slow across the frame. Nothing urgent on the floor, keys are quiet by the door. Even clocks forget their lines, afternoons untying time. Small stretch, little spark, somewhere in the soft and dark. It's a slow smile coming through, not too loud but shining new. Easy, easy in my chest, like the day just chose to rest. Slow smile, staying light, floating just a little higher. If the world keeps spinning wide, I'm alright. Slow smile. Silver wave, dust turns lazy, warm and brave. Every thought in rounded shape, nothing sharp enough to scrape. Shoes can wait beside the wall, I don't need to move at all. Even silence hums a tune, soft and slightly out of steady beat, comfort underneath my feet. It's a slow smile coming through, not too loud but shining new. Easy, easy in my chest, like the day just chose to rest. Slow smile, staying light, floating just a little higher. If the hours drift aside, steam draw shapes above the cup. Afternoon is folding up. Calendar can wait its turn. Nothing urgent left to earn. Sofa lying against my arm. Room is neither cold nor warm. Tiny home inside the wall. That's the loudest thing at all. Easy now, let it be. Half a shade, brighter sea. No parade, no design, just a quiet shift in mind. Pages resting face side down. Traffic murmurs under town. Sunlight leans across the floor. Stops just short of reaching more. Piano bends a step aside. Not to climb, just gently slide. Somewhere between here and there. Happiness is barely air. Easy now, let it be. Half a shade, brighter sea. No parade, no design, just a quiet shift in mind. Nothing more, nothing less. Small and round at its best.
Sun caught in the window frame, dust drifting without a name. Cup left warm against my palm, room already leaning calm. Sofa sinking under weight, nothing urgent, nothing late. Shadow stretching on the wall, even echo sounds small. Right before it climbs too high, let it hover, let it lie. Almost there, stay right there. half step rise, don't go high. Hold it, lift just one, then undone. Almost there, stay right there. Phone asleep beside the chair, air moving through the air, curtain bending at the seams, nothing louder than it seems. Breath settles in my chest, shoulders drop without a test, every second round get thin, softening at the rim. If it starts to overflow, let it lean but keep it low. Almost there, stay right there, half step slow, don't let go. Lean in, lift just one, then begun. Almost there, stay right there. Not falling, not climbing, just turning in time. And one small shift under skin, half a tone tucked within. Half step slow. Blanket folded at my feet, sunlight warming up the sheet, kettle hums a lazy tune, late for nothing, still too soon. Shadows dancing on the wall, tiny echoes down the hall, window crack, the breeze slips through, carrying a shade of blue. No alarms, no racing thoughts, just the quiet I forgot, every second slowing around, floating just above the ground. Stay a little longer here in this soft and open air, nothing pressing on my chest, morning doing what it does best. Warmth across my sleepy face, time moves at a gentler pace. If the hours melt away, let them stay. Coffee rings upon the wood, tastes exactly like it should. Outside traffic rolls by slow, like a distant radio. Clouds are stretching wide and thin, light is pouring softly in. All the plans can wait their turn. Right now there's nothing to earn. Breathing easy, shoulders low, letting small things gently glow. Every quiet little part, finding space inside my heart. Stay a little longer here in this soft and open air, nothing tugging at my sleeve and nothing telling me to leave. Warmth across my sleepy face, time moves at a gentler pace. If the hours melt away, let them stay. Soft and open air, kettle hums a lazy tune, blanket folded at my feet. Stay a little longer here in this soft and open air, blanket folded at my feet. blanket folded at my feet.
Tap on the floor, tiny echo in the hall. Sun in a square, spilling on the wall. Thread on the carpet moving slow. She pretends she doesn't know. Then a wiggle, then a leap, landing in a pile of sleep. Tail draws circles in the air, like she's singing everywhere. Every corner, every chair is a kingdom she can share. Little stumble, little sway, half a step, the melody bends away. Not quite sad, just soft and small, like she almost didn't fall. Round and round the living room, chasing lines of afternoon. Tiny heart in quiet motion, floating on a soft emotion. Roll and stretch, blink so slow, worlds as big as she will go. No applause, no grand sigh, still she shines. Curtain breathes beside her ear, light and shadow drawing near. She attacks a drifting speck, then forgets what comes next. Paws tucked in, she settles down, makes the rug her velvet crown. Even silence seems to play in her small and steady way. A little depth in harmony, half-step warmth so tenderly. The chord leans low and finds its place, like whiskers brushing space. Round and round the quiet day, nothing urgent, nothing great, soft as cotton in the air, every moment unaware. Whoa, and stretch, blink so slow, beaming where the sunbeams go. No one telling her to be anything but free. Small perfect afternoon. Ceiling fading into blue, warning thinning into view. Sheets still warm against my skin, nothing loud is stepping in. Curtain barely moving air, floating weightless in the glare. Even breath feels fabulite, hovering in silver white. If I lean a little more, will I touch the quiet floor? Drift up, both not too far, half step up where you are. Stay here, lift, don't push, disappear. Drift up, oh, stay so near, up, then melt. Drift away. Light dissolving at the seam, edges turning almost clean. Footsteps softer than before, like bear gliding on the floor. Clouds resting in my chest, nothing rising in a rush. Time unfolding, kettle thin, circling but not within. Right before it starts to climb, let it hover in the light. Drift above, not too fast, half step slow, make it last. Lean, light, lift and fall out of sight. Drift above, stay so near, baton barely shone, floating on what's unknown. Drift above, half step, breeze, drift above, half step, breeze, stay.
Back on the edge of the couch, light bending over the floor. Nothing urgent in the air, keys asleep by the door. Curtains hum in silver lines, desk turns slow in quiet loops. Time feels wilder than before, stretching out the room. Coffee ring on wooden grain, half a thought without a name. Even minutes lose their edge, soft and almost tame. Left one tiny glow underneath the staying still. Not a swag, not a show, just a gentle uphill. Shoes untouched beside the wall, phone face down, no calls at all. Breathing finds a steady shape, rounded, warm and small. City noise turns thin and low, like it's somewhere far below. Every second leaning back, letting go of flow. Window holding pale blue air, nothing heavy anywhere. Even thoughts don't try too hard, they just settle there. Let it lean this way, let it rest like that. If the hours drift, I won't pull them back. Let it move this slow, let it stay this light. There's a quiet kind of lift in the after bright. Maybe I don't need a plan, maybe this is how I stand. Nothing missing in my hand, nothing to expand, just a low and open tone, like a place that feels like home. Even silence softly sings in a voice my own. Let it lean this way, let it rest like that. If the hours drift, I won't pull them back. Let it move this slow, let it rise this light. There's a quiet kind of smile in the aftermath. Soft between low and wide. Back on the edge, back on the edge of the couch. Curtains breathing in the light, dust is dancing left and right. Coffee cooling by my hand, no big plans to understand.
Socks sliding on the floor, didn't rush to go before. Clock can spin, I let it spin, nothing pulling me within.
It's a quiet kind of day, edges softly fade away. Let it be slow enough, soft like a folded love, wrapped in a cotton sky. No need to try. Loose in a gentle way, round like a Sunday. If the world knocks, let it wait. I'm doing nothing, and it's great. Face down beside the couch, clouds just hanging, not too loud. Breathing deeper than I knew, little waves of something new. Window crack, the air moves in, carrying a softer wind. Everything is slightly wide, like the corners lost their size. Time is leaning back with me, light and easy, wild and free. Be slow enough, soft like a folded love, wrapped in a cotton sky. No need to try. Loose in a gentle way, round like a Sunday. If the world knocks, let it wait. I'm doing nothing, and it's great. Slow enough, slow enough. Nothing love. Just this room, just this air, I'm already there. Slippers sliding down the hall, sun is leaning on the wall. Radio on, turned down low, static like a distant glow.
Cereal bowl and crooked spoon, silver drifting through the room. Nothing loud, no grand design, just the quiet doing fine. Doing fine. Window cracked, a fingertip, warm air on my collarbone slip. Laugh that almost stays inside, barely there but open wide. Kettle clicks and settles back, light is spilling through the crack. Every second slow and kind, soft as sugar on the mind. Let it tip, let it sway, tiny lift in the day. If it dips, that's alright, we can float out of sight. Right in the middle, little by little, down one tone and shimmer. Right in the middle, little by little, soft and golden shimmer. Stay right in the middle, right in the middle.
Laundry basket by the chair, sunlight caught inside your hair. Afternoon with rounded edges, nothing pulling, nothing presses.
Nothing presses. Footsteps tracing wood and grain, easy rhythm, no refrain. Small grin that won't explain why the air feels sweet again. Let it tip, let it rise, slight surprise in your eyes. If it slips, let it fray, we can keep it this way. Right in the middle, little by little, drop half a step and shimmer. Right in the middle, little by little, roll then rip and shimmer. Stay slipper sliding. Curtains breathing in the light. Clock moves slow and I'm alright. Phone is quiet on the floor. I don't need it anymore. Sun is spilling on the chair. Dust is floating through the air. World is running somewhere far. I'm just staying where we are. No big plans, no big sound. Just the ceiling spinning round. Every minute wide and thin. Let the quiet settle in. Let it stay like this a while. Soft and simple, mile by mile. Nothing pulling at my sleeve. Nothing asking me to leave. Little space between the lines. Golden hours unassigned. If the day just drifts away, that's okay. That's okay. Windows open half an inch. Cool breeze resting on my skin. Coffee going cold again. Didn't notice where it's been. Outside someone laughs out loud, like a wave beyond a cloud. I don't chase it, let it go. Let it pass and let it slow. Breathing in without a rush. Morning folded into hush. Every second stretching wide like the tide. Let it stay like this a while. Soft and simple, mile by mile. Nothing heavy on my mind. Nothing urgent left to find. Little space between the lines. Golden hours unassigned. If the day just drifts away, that's okay. That's okay. Table by the window frame. Curtain breathing without aim. Mug rings fading on the wood. Everything is understood. Bare feet tracing pattern lines. Nothing racing through my mind. Air rusting on my skin. No sharp corners settling in. Hold it there, let it stay. Feel it hover, drift away. Ease it over, lift it slow. Half tone, let it glow. Lean into. Raise it gently, let it loosen. Ease it over, stay in the middle. Lean into. Half step slide. And release. Couch sinking under weight. Afternoon forgetting dates. Phone face down beside my knee. Nothing asking much from me. Breath arriving soft and wide. Every sound just slips aside. Even seconds moving low, like they're choosing not to go. Right before it turns too bright. Let it bend but keep it light. Ease it over, lift it slow. Half tone, let it fold in. Lean into quiet motion underneath. Ease it over, stay in the middle. Lean into up, half step slide. And release. Don't let it rise too far. Don't let it fall apart. Just that silver arc resting in the dark. Stay in the in-between. Soft and barely seen. Hover in the air. Nothing going there. Ease it over, lift it slow. Half tone, breathe it low. Lean into one small run.
breeze stirs the air, dust like sugar everywhere. Footsteps folded into sound, nothing heavy on the ground. Coffee cooling by my hand, afternoon without a plan. Breathing in a softer way, letting edges drift away. One small note bends down, then up, half a tone, it's just enough. Not dramatic, not too wide, only slightly turned inside. Something settles in my chest, like the day knows what is best. No persuasion, no demand, only time at open hand. Slow blinking light across the room, nothing to fix, nothing to prove. Soft undercurrent below, steady and low, time moving thin under my skin. Slow blinking light, easy and wide. No need to run, no need to hide. Chair like tapping out of time, sunlight drawing fragile lines. Every thought can take its turn, nothing urgent left to learn. Walls don't press and clocks don't chase. Air has found a gentler pace. Even silence carries tone, like it's finally my own. Tiny tremor in the key, almost gone, but still with me. Half a step then settling down, barely shifting what I thought. Slow blinking legs softening my sight. Everything small, everything right. No sharp outline to define, just a quiet silver light. Holding steady in the room, leaving space to bloom. Stay within the fading tone, let the ceiling drift alone. Piano resting where it lies, daylight closing both my eyes. Light on the floor, small shadow by the door. She walks through a square of gold, like the day was softly told. Tiny paws, then tiny leaf, landing somewhere warm and deep. Thread between her careful paws, stops and starts without a cause. Every move a quiet tune, floating in the room. Little turn, little sway, melody slips half away. Down one note, slow and sweet, then it finds its feet. Slow spin, sunlight, round and round just right. Half step falling, softly calling. Slow spin, stay near, nothing else to hear. Blink once, breathe in, let the quiet in. Curtain hums a silver line, she traces it in time. Rolls onto her back and waits, like the world can hesitate. No big sound, no sudden race, just a calm and padded pace. Even silence feels unused, nothing here to lose. Melody bends low, just enough to glow. Half a step below the sun, then it's done. Slow spin, sunlight, round and warm and light. Half step drifting, softly lifting. Slow spin, stay near, everything is clear. Blink once, breathe in, let the quiet win. Slow spin, slow spin.
Pale gold sneaks across the floor, doesn't knock like days before. Kettle sighs and clicks twice, room feels gently undersized. Laundry leaning on the rail, half-read book with folded tail. Notifications out of reach, let them practice silent speech. No agenda on display, ink can wait another day. Breathing in the in-between, nothing loud but everything. Keep it right here, easy pace. No confetti, no showcase, just the hum beneath my ribs, doing little negative. If the hours blur their shapes, slip and slide without a trace. I don't need them lined in rows, let it go. Light flickers when I check, cold air brushes at my neck. Footsteps somewhere down the hall fade before they form at all. Curtain edge begins to sway like it's got no vote today. There's a comfort in the pause, in the lack of grand applause. Shoulders settling into space, heartbeat finding softer pace. Tiny sparks I barely see, still feel good enough for me. Keep it right here, easy pace. No big banner, no first place, just the air between the lines. Unscheduled, undefined. If the minutes lose their frame and forget to sign their name, I can sit and let it be. That's the key. Shadows stretch across the rug, window cracked an inch or two. Air moves like it has no edge, nothing asking me to choose. Pages resting face down flat, kettle quiet on the stove. Ceiling drawing lazy shapes, time forgetting how to go. No sharp corners in the room, even thoughts are breathing loose. Stay in between, don't tip the scene. Let it lean, just in between. Not low, not high, half a tone up, we're fine. Slide with me, quietly up just a little, then settle clean. Stay in between. Let it sofa holding folded weight, fingertips along the seams. Nothing urgent on the floor, nothing louder than it seems. Breath arriving without force, shoulders dropping unaware. Even silence has a pulse, barely moving through the air. Every second rounded off, edges melting into pause. Stay in between, don't tip the scene. Let it lean, just in between. Not low, not high, half a tone up, we're fine. Slide with me, quietly up just a little, and settle clean. Stay in between. Let it lean. the scene, let it lean. Half a step, then release. Feel the tiny shift beneath. Barely seen. Evergreen, up just a little and settle. Clean. Stay in between. Fade out on piano motif. Hey, it's one of those slow breath days. Curtains half drawn, light on the floor, dust in the air like it's keeping score. Kettle creaks off, but I don't move yet. Time feels warm, hasn't started to set. Socks on the edge of the couch, phone face down, I won't reach out. Clock hand circle without a sound. Nothing urgent pulling me now. And maybe I'll stay right here. Let the ceiling drift a little near. A tiny sliding melody leans half a step into me. Take it slow, let the afternoon fold softer around my shoulders. Don't need more, just a hush in the chord, turning small into golden. Round and easy, no sharp corners showing, half step falling, but I'm not going anywhere. Window hums with a passing car, sounds like it's coming from afar. Tea's gone cold, but I don't mind. Even that feels on my side. Pillow creased from yesterday still remembers how I lay. I stretch once and let it be. That's enough for me. A little dip in harmony, not quite sad, just tenderly. That subtle slip in tone feels like coming home. Take it slow, let the daylight glow low across the sofa. Nothing loud, nothing bold, just a rhythm roll loose and a little slower. Round and easy, no straight lines, controlling half step mountain. But I'm not going anywhere. Stay like this, just like this. Stay like this, just like this.
Ceiling pale and drifting wide, morning resting at my side. Blanket folded, barely warm, nothing asking to transform. Cup untouched beside the sink, light too thin to make me blink. Floorboards holding quiet lines, time forgetting how to chime. If it leans a bit. No need trying to lift. Stay above, half step near, settle here. Lean low, lift a shade, then let go. Stay above, not too far, half step so shadows lighter than a prayer. Breath arriving slow and plain. Nothing pulling at a chain. Couch receiving all my weight. Even clocks decide to wait. Every second feather thin, drifting but not falling. If it moves in place. Gentle in its pace. Stay above, half step slow. Don't let go. Lean light, lift and rise, out of sight. Stay Steam lifts off the coffee cup, rises once and then gears up. Light just resting on the floor, nothing asking more. Chair legs tracing quiet lines. Afternoon between the blinds. Pens and papers out of place, moving at their pace. Just like that, nothing fast. Let it stay. Halfway. Outside, traffic sounds far off, softened by a cotton cloth. Keys beneath a steady hand, doing what they can. Calendar without a plan, doesn't wind where I began. Time just drifting side to side with the widest stride. Just like that, no need to ask. Let it sway. Keys, room arranged in minor ease. Nothing tipping up or down, the edges mostly round. Window open half an inch, not enough to make it shift. Air just floating through the space without a race. Soft hoops, here it is in the air. Not above, not down there, in between.